horse. This one video I'll probably get flack on, but I'm getting pretty used to it. You know, I've been in horses pretty much my whole life, and I don't even want to think how long it is anymore because heck, I'm a 50-some-odd-year-old man and a 20-year-old body. Just have to cut my head off. But anyhow, this horse here has really been mistreated somewhere down the road. And I'll turn around. Some people call her a brand, but her markings on her side is not a brand per se. Brand to me is a hot iron put to a horse, or a freeze brand. This horse, I know how it's been done. It was done by a razor blade, and it's pretty graphic. So, you look at her hip there, you can see it. So, you know, a horse to get that, this horse had to be tied down and probably wasn't, you know, no drugs, no nothing, probably just hit. So what you got here? You got a horse that's terribly mistreated. Now, some people think, well, okay, let's coddle her. Horses are like kids. And the horse came here because the other trainer couldn't ride it. It was bolting. The first thing I noticed was, number one, the horse would disengage his hip, but the horse wasn't soft through the neck and everything else. And some people say, well, she's been mistreated, so let's baby her, pet her on her, let's give her some carrots. Well, the bad thing about doing that, like with kids, if it don't give it any leadership besides that just love, in our terms, which horses to me don't have that same term, you know, different aspect of it. They're looking for guidance, leadership, and feel safe. So anyway, you take a horse like who's been mistreated like she has, and then you start coddling her and say, oh, poor little horsey, I can't distress her because she's going to pin her ears or she's going to do this or whatever. Well, what happens is you get a horse that's not happy. They get very aggressive. They'll start pinning their ears back a lot, and it's just not a good thing at all. You know, so what I had to do through the process of all this, and me and the owner's been having a little chit-chat about how she's been mistreated and all, which is, you know, that's understandable. So am I going to mistreat her? No, but I am going to give her leadership. And it's taken a while for me to finally get that softness. I wish I videoed that first day when I videoed that one horse, but I should have, but I didn't. So what I'm going to do, and yes, she's liable to get penny, but here's liable to get pinned back and everything and not be happy camper. But if you watch her, all of her body language, she's finally getting where she wants to play a little bit when I'm working her back and forth. You know, some of that ear pinning, that's what it is now. It's more play mode. But because you got to put the whole picture, you know, we get to depend on these ear pinnings a little bit too much in one aspect, and I do it too. But like in her, a horse that's ear pinning and aggressive, they're not going to bend through the body. They're going to, you know, they're just not going to do it. Because a horse that's pinning their ears for aggressive sake, they set up rigid, just like us. If we get ready to fight, we're going to get all tensed up, and we're not going to be able to bend. So the same way with her. So what I've had to do, number one, is to get her light to this halter. So I'm just going to ask her to move out. And you notice now, I don't have to touch that halter. She's on the bend. She's flexed to me. It's like all my other series, it's the same thing. I get this softness through that neck. And you know, she's right there with me. I don't have to touch that halter. And a happy horse will do that. An unhappy horse ain't going to follow me around. I've got her bent right now. Now her ears are pinned back, moving that hip because she's had time to say, I don't like doing that. So, you know, right now she's in that stage where she's just about ready to step across that line where she's going to be a truly happy horse all the time. But if I paid attention to them ear pins and everything, I'd say, oh, poor horsey, I'm going to pet you for pinning your ears back. So, you know, her pinning right there is telling me I don't want to. You got to stop not be abusive to these horses, but we can't coddle them either. We've got to give them leadership. And that's all my series of tapes. That's what it is. It's leadership. No damn treats. Leadership. So that's what I'm trying to establish with her. So if you watch what I'm going to do here, I'm going to move her out. And you're going to see her come right back up to me real easy. Because now I've gotten that leadership what I wanted. Or just about there anyway. You want to ask her to move out? Like I said, she's on the bend. That's nice. Moving nice and relaxed. For her to poop, she's really relaxed. So right here, I'll stop my feet. Now she's licking and chewing. And now she's coming up to me because she wants to be up with me. But, you know, these beautiful, I don't know which is worse. A horse has been coddled too much or abused. You know, because what happens is, with her, the horse has been abused. You ladies out there wants to go into maternal mode and coddle them and love them and kiss them and hug them and give them some extra soup, carrot soup. But that doesn't get the job done. You don't get a happy horse. You don't get a horse that's relaxed. I know last few videos have been me preaching a lot, but I got to, you know, I'm out there to put a message out there. Let's be true to these horses. Let's treat them like a horse. Don't put our mindset in their minds. I mean, it doesn't work. Horses don't think like us. They're not us. They're not human beings. All right, but somewhere down the line, them horses will hurt you. I'm going to tell you, they're going to hurt you because they get the mindset that you're there just, they can't count on you. All them loving and kissing and everything else, I mean, they can't count on you. That's the way they look at it. Because I'll never approach this horse. I'll stop my feet, and she's going to have to approach me. Like right there, she's coming right up to me. So yes, my message out here is just, and you've seen with the other horses I've worked with, they've all gone through pretty much the same thing, and it's just, you know, controlling her feet. I mean, hell, she's sitting here right now, standing here with her head down, and she's truly relaxed. This horse ain't apprehensive at all. Yeah, I go control her feet. She gets a little bit because she said, wait a minute, I've been coddled here lately, so I'm going to do what I want to do. It doesn't have nothing to do with her being mistreated at this point. This point actually is more for her being, okay, her ears are pinned, so let's take the stress. Well, bullcrap. You know what little bit I'm doing is not stressing her out, and she's, like I said, because now I've got a happy horse who's relaxed through the neck. So now I can start bitting her up and getting some kind of consistency with her. And that's the whole thing. You know, people, they start with this stuff, and number one, they don't be consistent with what they follow through. And I don't mean 5 days in a week. I mean, when I work this horse, I expect the same thing every time. And actually a little bit more by the end of the training session. And I'm not going to say, oh, the horse has got a bad day, or in this case is mare, she's in season, so let's put her up. That's no excuses. I'm not into excuses. You know, so this horse is named Lily. And I feel sorry for her, don't get me wrong. I feel sorry for her because, you know, I'm a realist. She's not the most prettiest horse in the world. Her conformation, as I always say, be true to the horse, they'll be true to you. And please treat these horses for what they are, and love them and respect them for what they are. A horse, people. That's what they are. They're a horse. And they're not a dog. They're not your boyfriend. They're, you know, and that's the biggest thing. You can have such a good relationship with your horse if you start treating it back like a horse and appreciate for what it is. But I know human nature, we always want to make our spouses or somebody into what they aren't, and that's where relationships fall apart. So anyway, as I start saying, be true to your horse, they'll be true to you, be true to yourself, and God bless, and take care.